What are inbound links? Well, inbound links are where other websites on the internet will link to your website, to your business website. And this is so important because this is the gold standard when it comes to search engine optimization. Remember, that's the practice of ranking higher in Google, also called SEO. Inbound links is the gold standard in Google's eyes for where to rank a website. And very simply, think of it like this. Okay, think of it as this example when you're trying to understand inbound links. Every link you get of another website pointing to your website, and I say pointing, that basically means a link with your domain name, your www.whatever.com. That is, you can click on that and go to your website. That's what I mean by pointing. Every one of those is a vote. All right, and the website with the most votes ranks the highest in Google. Now, it doesn't work exactly like that, and if you watch my other videos, you might be thinking, Blake, I know there's more to it than that, and it is. But links are considered by many marketers, because Google keeps a lot of this secret, the top quality, the gold standard when it comes to ranking higher in Google. Inbound links are not all treated the same. A link from a news article or a radio station or a newspaper is going to be worth a lot more, they have a lot more credibility than, say, a free link from a directory, because it's a lot harder. Google knows it's harder to get links from certain sources than others. Another example of a type of link you can get, and the differences, is maybe you get a link from a blogger who's been doing it in writing blog posts in your industry for over 10 years. That is a high quality link, and that link will be worth more than a blogger who's only been in your industry for, say, a year. Okay? So link quality is going to be different depending on where you get it. Inbound links need to be in the back of your mind at all time, and you need to be thinking, where can I get these links? What sources in my industry and in my business can I get them? For example, if you support a charity, that charity has a blog post, you should ask that charity to write a blog post about your business. Now, even if that charity writes the blog and let's say they screw it up and they don't have a clickable link to your website, just the fact that they're talking about your business, even if they include the link but do not make it clickable, it still is worth it. It still is worth it to have it to your website, because it is a valuable, Google still understands, okay, here's the business name. They're even looking at possibly the links. Even if you can't click on it, it's still talking about your business. That is still a credibility booster. Just people talking about you online is worth a lot of SEO gold for your business. Inbound links cannot be paid for. Do not trust anybody that says, hey, we can get you 100 links, just pay us $500, or a lot of times it's less than that, it's more like $50. I would not recommend paying for links, because even though, let's say that that's working right now, Google actually is constantly looking for link schemes and going after websites that are paid link type websites. There's actually penalties built into the algorithm that will, if you get links from a bunch of sketchy websites, they will push you down in your ranking in Google, which it can be very hard to recover from. I've actually experienced that myself many years ago, and it's a big to-do. Inbound links are something all businesses need to think about. It needs to be in the back of your mind. I'm kind of trying to hit this home with you because I want you to leave this video to understand that. So for example, there's a commercial photographer in the city where I live. They're actually a little bit outside of the city, but they are ranking very high for commercial photography type keywords. And I did a little research to figure out why, especially because they're not in the city. And I did a little analysis to figure out what websites were mentioning and linking to their website. And they have this super high quality link from a museum. And it was a museum's, it's not really a blog, but it's more about their PR press release, but it's very similar to a blog. And this website went off and submitted their work for a competition. And they actually won that competition for their photographs. So Google says, hey, you have this really high link from this museum in the city where you live, and that means this museum it's a museum, it's been around for 20 years, the website's been around forever, it's ancient, it's a high quality organization, we're going to help boost your website because you have this link from this high quality business. That's something you got to think about. How can you get creative to build links for your website? And even one or two of these links can propel you past your competition. One thing I'll mention is that if you ever get approached by the newspaper, radio station, TV station, and you turned them down because you weren't ready, too nervous, didn't think it would be worth it for your business, you got to do it. It's definitely worth not just the exposure out there for customers, which may or may not help you out, but if they're talking about your business online, that in Google's eyes, that immediately puts you ahead of all your competition who's not getting talked about. Hope some of this helped. Again, I'm Blake Stockton. Thanks for watching. Now go out and crush it. All right, talk soon.